Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yeah, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch.
What is going on, crypto fam? Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Nightcap. We're doing this every Monday through Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we are bringing you some of the most important market news as well as TA that you can actually use for the next day. But I don't do this alone. I got my man, my partner in crime, FD White. What's up, man?
TradeFly, how you doing, man? Good to be here.
I'm good, man. The market is getting a little volatile, man. It's kind of bouncing around today. Hit some prime numbers that we talked about here recently, and I think we're going to be looking at that here in the charts. But what's up, man? How's it going?
I can't complain, man. I just still been a little busy trying to unwind, unpack, but you know, these charts getting me riled back up, man. Everybody was getting super bullish again. I said, calm down. We got to break the top side of that range, and now we see what happens. So, you know, emotions are everywhere right now. But welcome to Crypto Nightcap, where we help you out, keep your emotions at bay, and keep it moving.
Yeah, man. Today's been it's been a wild, busy day for me, man. I started off with the morning show over there with Piper. Me and him were running that this morning. That was all Gucci, and then I went into Trading Wars, and I faced Crypto Face 1v1 today. And I gotta say today, like, and it's completely unbiased opinion here because I've watched quite a few of those shows, but I think today was probably one of the most interesting that I've been a part of or seen like since that show's come out, honestly, because we were just going like back and forth, man. It was like heavyweight, like just knockout swings. Like it was fun. It was fun, man.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. It was definitely fun to watch, man. It
Yeah.
was back and forth, man. Good, you did a good job, man. Congratulations, man. Hopefully we'll see you again next season. I'll keep the power going from the Crypto Nightcap crew, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Represent. That would be super dope if Piper Academy can take that one 2 seasons in a row. So I'm cheering for you. I will definitely be rooting for you. But cool, man. Let's go ahead. Let's get over to the news and start talking about that. The first thing we got up is Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies is going to try to raise $2 billion to buy more Bitcoin. Can't say nothing much more than that. Sounds a little bit bullish. But whoa, all right, Crypto Pollo. See, I'm gonna have to go to the duo cam already. Cluck, my dude. Gifting 5 Piper Academy memberships. Warrior 4588, he got one. I love to see that. You know, he's an aviator as well. John Foster Crypto, he's a regular Tesla pilot. TIO Peepa S, man, you're gonna have to say what's up in the chat. I haven't seen you before. And Goldie Crypto, all getting memberships. Congratulations. Come on over to the Discord. Make use of those memberships. And let me go ahead and roll down the chat since we're looking at it right now. We got Harp. Already said what's up to you, my man. Crux of Crypto. He is the man. He does the deep dives. He's a smart dude in the space, so you should listen. We got Strega Heart and Alexander G, the best mod in the house, just dropping emojis all over the place. And then let's see, listed everybody. They got a chat, but Crypto Pollo, thank you very much. Much appreciated, my guy. And he said, you know, I got so much love for my boy TradeFly. The feeling is mutual, my dude. You are always in the chat representing. Much respect, and we appreciate you very, very much. All right, getting back over. I got a little video for you guys here, and let's see if this actually works. I might have a couple things here I got to push, but let me see here. Let's go ahead and let me know in the chat if you hear.
About a year ago, I started pounding the table because eventually the Fed is going to start easing here. That's great for gold and that's for Bitcoin.
I don't
But
think
I
we
said
hear it.
the
Started off
Bitcoin
hearing
is
it, but
growing up
then
and will be eventually half the total market cap of gold. So that's about 350,000. So quite a ways to go from here. The super bulls, if central banks adopt it and you know it's part of the monetary system, then you know, in the millions, but I don't like to talk about that too much.
All right. So the big takeaway there. I didn't see anybody say they weren't hearing it in the chat. Maybe it was just kind of a issue between us feeding it back to you. But that being said, the VanEck CEO he's forecasting that Bitcoin is going to hit $350,000, which is banana land to think about. But man, couple Bitcoin, you're gonna be sitting real pretty, huh? I mean,
real pretty.
Yeah, 3, you're a millionaire. So, I mean, what do you think, dude? Do you think that's a realistic target for Bitcoin?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's coming. Like the thing about with all these predictions and stuff, what we all get wrong is timing. Like we're super bullish. I'm mega bullish on the markets, mega bullish on Bitcoin long term. But when it comes to 350, I don't see us hitting 350 probably within the next couple years, you know. But I do think we're getting there. It's just a matter of when, not if. You know, these guys got to talk their book too, though. Like a lot of these hedge fund guys, a lot of these big guys on Wall Street, they come, they talk their book, you know, get people excited, get people riled up, and then they give these numbers. But I mean, the numbers are accurate. It's just like I said, timing. But I'm super bullish on Bitcoin long term. I'm the biggest bull, you know, for Bitcoin you've ever seen, even though I don't act like it sometimes. But I think Bitcoin is going to those astronomical numbers.
Bro, I don't know if you saw our price prediction video that we made, and everybody was calling me a bear. And I was like, I don't understand. This is 50% gains. I'm telling you that Bitcoin, I think, is going to go to $88,000, $90,000 like here in the next like year and a half. And like, you guys are mad at me. Like I did something wrong. I'm like,
we're spoiled, man. Crypto people are spoiled. You know, we so spoiled. And you know, another thing before we move on, crypto has made me desensitized to money. Like I see so much money on the screen fluctuating up and down. Like sometimes I look at like regular people like oh no, and I'll be like, I just lost that in an hour. Like, you know, so it's just one of them things, man. Crypto desensitizes us to a lot of things. And it also, we're very spoiled when it comes to gains. But as long as the market keeps growing and the market cap keeps growing, those gains are going to start to diminishing gains. So I'm happy with 50%, you know. Yeah, so I hope everybody else is happy too.
It's just the one thing about crypto, or at least Bitcoin in particular, is that finite supply. And that is the differentiating factor between it and gold, because we can find more gold.
Yes.
Like it's a natural resource. So that's the one thing that has me really, really bullish about crypto, or Bitcoin in particular. Looking at the chat though, it looks like Crux is saying he thinks 200K by the end of next year, in his opinion. And then who else? Crypto Polio says 150K is his target, man. I'd be happy. Like I'd be happy with that 100K that everyone was talking about before. But you know
what I think really quick? I think
go ahead.
I think we're going to go sort of parabolic this year. I think 2025, mid 2025, we're going to have some headwinds. And then once they start to have to pump money back into the economy, liquidity starts pouring back in, QE, everything. Because the Ponzi scheme is up. The jig is up. The dollar and all of these things that they're doing, the national debt is all coming to an end. Not saying the dollar is going to collapse, but they're going to have to start ramping it back up. And I think maybe towards the end of 2025, 2026, we might get another pop up, and that's when we're going to start seeing those numbers. And then that's when I think possibly the super cycle, if all hell doesn't just collapse in America and in the world. So, you know, like I said, predictions, I try to stay away from them. I try to just, be prepared. But that's what my main thesis right now.
My man says super cycle. Yep. That's what I'm talking about right there. I love to hear you're talking.
My jam, man. We gotta implement that in the show. Every time you do that, I got my dance.
He's over there talking dirty. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next segment here. And we know Piper loves this one. Old Elmer Fudd is out in full effect, and this is really more so geared towards the traditional stock market, because we've kind of talked about this a little bit. Me and FD had this conversation the other day. It's almost like we're playing like this flip-flop game where we go back and forth between stocks are coming down, crypto's going up, crypto's going down, stocks are going up. Well, look, after market for Snapchat fell over 20%. 2%. And you know, the funny thing is that we'll talk about it in a second here. I'm gonna pull up the dual cam because I really want to have a conversation about something. But Intel, that also fell 12% after reporting a massive miss in Q2 2024. And so, I mean, you're just seeing this over and over again. Hey, you did look up Apple. How did Apple end up doing? Was that
So it's down. It seemed like I think it was down after hours, maybe like 1.5%, but nothing too drastic. I didn't see how it did during the market open, but I think
okay?
after hours it was still down a little bit. So I'll have to look into that. But you know, these tech stocks are getting hit. These tech
They
stocks are getting hit,
are.
and
They
this
are.
is the whole premise of the stock market. This is it right here. And once these tech stocks start getting hit, now everybody's starting to, you know, say recession again, recession again, recession
Yep.
again. So we'll see. Those recession wranglings are coming back up.
It
So be
is
careful.
coming. It is coming. They are talking that you got that SQQQ, baby. If you want to short the market, it's out there. Look for it. So one of the things like I was gonna ask, like you see a 22% fall for a stock after hours. All right, like when's the last time we saw a 22% fall for Bitcoin? And they're saying that RS is too volatile. Like
You
I
know,
mean,
yeah, the stock market. What you ever since the 2020, like the stock market has taken on a new face. Like the volatility has risen. You
mhm,
know, it's comparable. Like that's why the transition over from the new people who come into the stock market into crypto is not so bad anymore, because once the meme era started, now everybody is, you know, kind of used to it now. But it's still weird to see, because these are like mega cap companies that are falling like this. So it's something
yeah.
to watch.
Right on. Cool, man. All right. Well, that about wraps up the news that we have today. We're going to start getting over to some TA, and looks like we are actually a little bit early today, but don't you worry. FD says he has got some sleepers to talk about today. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to him. And oh, man, you know what I'm forgetting? I almost forgot the market pulse. Almost forgot the
Uh-oh.
market pause. You know what? Go ahead. You know what?
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
need that.
give you some
Okay.
time to do some of that, and I gotta pull up some of the things in the background here. So go ahead and knock out some TA here, and we'll run through the market pause before I hit my TA.
Okay, cool. So I'm just doing I want to do SUI. Somebody wanted to talk about this. So I mean, SUI, since we had the cycle top so far in March, we just been down only, down only, down only. See my sad face right here. Looked like we tried to get a little bounce over here at the beginning of June, the end of May. We got that double top right on resistance, and we just kept going down. So what I'm looking for SUI right now, you see my lines right here. Let's zoom in into the hourly, and that will just give us a glimpse of what we need to look at in the short term. I have some levels drawn up and some confluences circled up right here. So our first level of confluence that we need to get back up to is this 77 to 78 cent area. We also have the 50-day SMA coming down right there. If you look, this is definitely one of our lines that we need to pay attention to. But our mega SR flip for the run is which we broke up. What I think I had, where is it at? My buy area. Yep, buy area. So I had actually did this a long time in March. So I said, if we ever come back down here, this is where I would buy. So I had my buy area right here, and this is our mega SR flip for me at about 90 cents. So if we want SUI to get bullish again, we must break this 90 cent area. But we have a lot of headwinds above us. Like I said, we have the 50-day with the downward sloping trend line. Then once we hit that 90 cent area, if we can get back up here, we have the 100-day SMA. And then we have, like I said, that big SR flip right there. So that's really it. Like, it's not just going to pop through here unless the overall market goes up and overall market just starts to moon again. So it's really like baby steps, baby steps, baby steps. We also have some confluence. We see some area here. We see an area here where we bounced, lost that, came back up, used it as resistance, but then we broke back through it, use it as support a little bit right here, broke back down, use it as a resistance, and then this is just like my short signal right there. So we came down. We need to get past this 78 cent area first, and then our 90 cent mega macro SR flip for me. We'll have to reclaim. Once we reclaim that, then we can talk about being bullish again. But right now, this is looking very, very bearish in my opinion. So if you're into SUI or if you want to trade SUI, it's really simple. Just those couple areas that you want to look at. I'm not holding anything long term in SUI. It'll just be like short term swing trades if I do hold anything or if I do anything with SUI. And lastly, we talked about Solana a few days ago. Everybody was talking about they wanted Sol or they saw Sol going back up to or past 200. Right now we're at 168. So we look at my my macro lines that I drew, you know, just simple TA. We said our bounce level is here. We see the basketballs, we keep it simple. We came right down to it. This is a perfect test right here at about 159 today. And now we bounced and now we're coming back above our downward sloping trend line. So TA works, man. They call it astrology for men, but hey, I'll take it, man. So we got that bounce, reclaim this downward sloping trend line, which is bullish. So if the market continues bullish, I'll be looking for Solana to make its way back up to about 180.
Right on. Sounds like I guess someone's saying that my mic is rubbing, getting a little bit of feedback. Not really sure. You hearing that on your end?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. I definitely do hear it now. Now that you said something, a little bit.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know what much I can do, to be honest with you. So I'm gonna go ahead, roll through the market pulse. Maybe I'll see if I can try to fix that once I pass it back over to you. All right, let's go through the market pulse here and looking at the total market cap, that is 2.33 trillion. It is up 0.02% over the last day. Total crypto market volume over the last 24 hours is 88.19 billion, which makes for a 25.18% increase. And Bitcoin dominance is currently at 55.29%, which is an increase of 0.44% over the last day. Fear and greed is 58, neutral. Might see that tick up after that nice little bounce here. Bitcoin sitting at 65K, and that is up 0.92%. Ethereum is up down 5.55% over the last 24 hours. Looking at the crypto bubbles, Popcat up 9.2%. Aave is up 9%. AIOZ, not all that familiar with that one. That is up 9%. OM is up 7.9%, which is Mantra. That's about the biggies for the green side of the house. TIA is up 4.7%. In the downside, you got WIF is down 10%. That's a big mover to the downside. AR is down 7.7%. Expert P is down 5.5%. Height is down 4.8%. Ordi down 6.7%. And PayPay down 4.9%. Rune down 5.6%. And Beam down 6.9%. So yeah, there's a few out there. There's a few out there between 6 and 10% to the downside, but you also have a few out there that is between 6 and 10% to the upside. So kind of a neutral market, we'll say, where things are moving in different directions. That's not all that bad. Going over to the liquidation heat map, one of the things I talked about here, we did get a little movement to the downside after talking about it this morning. However, what I was looking at is, look how it's kind of cooled down, right? It was hot, and like it doesn't pop as much as it moves through it. But, I was looking down here and I was like, this could be, indications of a reversal, because it's kind of like, it's like they're defeated, right? The price action keeps moving down. It says adjust the gain on your MIC, brother. All right. Sounds like I am high. So just so you know, I am not clipping on OBS, but I will lower it down. We'll see what happens here. You guys let me know here. I may just need to restart my it's like a burst of static when you're still here. Last time you had changed your audio on your stream deck. Word. All right. Well, anyways, all right. So price action is moving back up after that bounce here, and then I'm gonna pass it over to FD. I'll let him do a little TA. It says no clipping. All right. So does that mean I'm good now? All right. Cool. Let's get over to Bitcoin itself, and let's see here. Boom. All right, looking at Bitcoin on let's go to the daily first. I want to see that first before we go to the 4-hour. All right, looking at the daily here. So a couple things to look for. All right, you had the dynamic reactors to the downside. You had this trend line that goes way, way back to the left here. And then you had the 200 SMA all acting as support. You also had the value area low of the entire range all to the downside, right? So we talked a little bit about that this morning on the show, and I was like, hey, there's a lot of support down there. Even if it moves down, all right, there's a lot of support under, one of my key areas. One of my key areas, kind of a line in the sand for me, was about 63.4, right? Because I thought we were going to get a little bounce there. We did wick down under it, but we did not get a close underneath of it. All right, so that area is still holding up. It's still fighting strong, but we just had so much confluence here that I actually ended up taking a long position myself on Bitcoin once it actually got down to this area right here. So definitely in the positive right now. It sounds like I still sound bad. That is crushing my soul. All right. I'll go ahead. Key area I was looking at 63.4. We want to stay over top of that. Our next area that you want to look for is 66,900 or so, 67,000. Looking for some upside movement to that area. If we do get that upside movement, then I would be looking for a little bit of rejection. Again, if it does get over there, you do want to see a retest with movement to the upside. 2021 high is going to be your obvious area. 2021 high, value area high, you'll be looking for some resistance there. So we're kind of in the middle of a range, all right? So it's not somewhere I would go long or go short right now. I'd let it wait or I'd wait and let it come to me. So those are a couple key areas for you guys to keep an eye on. Coming down to the prime oscillator, it is still trending down and right. I haven't really seen it bend back up and right. However, that does leave the opportunity there for a little bit of bearish divergence. So we'll see. Which it did really right here. We got some bearish divergence. If you were looking at it, RSI was trending down, price action was going up. If that continues to go up and we do revisit these areas up here, then you would like to see that the prime oscillator starts to bend up and right again. Okay, so that way, then we can say, all right, we have something more like this, vice this continuing to go down and right as price action goes up. So that's what I'm looking for. I'll keep it pretty quick there. Sounds like my audio is bad. I'm gonna try to log out, log in. Hopefully I don't jack up the stream here, and I'm going to pass it back to you.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So one thing that I do want to look at is Bitcoin, or talk about, is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance, I don't know if my screen is being shared, but Bitcoin dominance right now is at about 56.36. So what I'm looking at is that 57% level. If we break above that and hold that, I think a lot of people like Benjamin Cowan and a couple other people are really, really hell bent on on seeing Bitcoin dominance shoot above 60. So if Bitcoin dominance does continue to rise, we're going to have, altcoins will rise in dollar terms, but in Bitcoin terms, they won't rise as fast or rise as much. So until that Bitcoin dominance starts to roll over, even if Bitcoin is going up or down, Bitcoin dominance can still roll over or go up. So that's one thing that I'm looking at, and I'm really keeping a close eye on that. I know a lot of people go back and forth, like they go into alts and they go into Bitcoin, depending on where Bitcoin dominance is. I'm not really a trader like that. I really don't, use anything like that or do my analysis like that, but I do keep my eye on this Bitcoin dominance. We tried to break out, but then we came back in the range. So I'm watching that 57% area on Bitcoin dominance to see if we continue further and break out of this range. So that's one of the major things that I'm looking at, besides like total 3 for altcoins. And we're not going to have altcoin season until Bitcoin breaks all-time highs and shoots past like 75, 80K and then consolidates. So we might get some outliers here and there for altcoins, but for the most part, we're not going to get that alt season, that mega alt season that we had back in like February, March, until Bitcoin breaks out of this huge 12 to 13K range that we're in at about 59K to like 72, 73K. So that's just what I'm looking at. I'm sitting back. I'm being patient. Been through this before. This time I'm a little bit more well-versed in the space, a little bit more well-rounded emotionally, because last year around this time, or really in 2021, man, when the market started going down or any type of correction over like 5%, my heart was beating, my underarms was sweating, everything was going crazy. But now I'm chilling, man. I know the market, I know how it's going to move, and I know, it's only a matter of time before we start going up. So that's really just my analysis of how I deal with the market now. I don't let it stress me out anymore.
Right on, man. Hopefully I sound better in the chat. Let me know. I'm going to go ahead and look at some coin real quick, which is Coinbase. So let's get over to that. And here we go. All right, looking at coin. So all right, sweet. I hope the chat says the same. All right, so looking at coin, it looks like we're still in this range. It says perfect. Thank the Lord, baby Jesus, we made it. All right, I had to unplug and plug back in, man. Stupid microphone. I need a better one. All right, still in this range here. One of the things you want to keep an eye on the daily here is the dynamic reactor, as well as the support area that I've had labeled, and that's sitting at about 206. We want to hold in this range though. And you definitely don't want to close underneath of the dynamic reactor, because that could tell you that there might be a little bit of downside, because we were in this channel here, right here. You had a set of higher highs, higher lows. We've now broken out and we got a nice move to the downside. Now, the thing is about this is Bitcoin started making a move, I think, pretty close to the close slash after hours. So it'd be interesting to see where this moves, tomorrow morning, because we might get a little bit of a pop based on Bitcoin moving up if it continues its movement up and right. So keep an eye out on that. You could get a little bit movement back up. Hopefully we reclaim this range, or really this channel. But I would say, like, to the top side in terms of movement in the near future here, you're looking at about 235. I would like to see it press up there. Now, this is the thing you got to keep an eye on. If it gets underneath it here, all right, and you get that OC retest and then you get movement down, that's where you're going to be a little bit concerned. Your saving grace might be here, is right here, the 200 SMA. All right. So keep an eye on that. We haven't seen the 200 SMA for a really long time. All right. Last time that we interacted with the 200 SMA was 30 October of 2023. All right. So it has been some time since we've revisited that area. With a lot of the negative earning reports, coming out with a lot of these companies, I don't really intend to see that with Coin, to be honest with you. And I don't even know if their earning reports are coming in. When did they come here? So actually, it looks like they have earnings right here. If only I could select it. There you go. Earning reports. All right. 1 August. Reported, estimated, surprise, down 0.809% or 85%. Revenue is up 3.66. So we'll have to see how that affects them there. Yeah, down, 85% seems pretty significant. I don't know. But we'll see tomorrow, I guess. But keep an eye on these levels right here. Again, I think the saving grace is going to be the 200 SMA. If it does move down, then you might get a little bounce there off of that area if you're trying to, try to do a little bit of intraday scalping type deal. Let's go ahead and look at a fib retracement on. Let me go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff here. But let's look at a fib retracement on the macro. Or not even the macro. Let's just go from where this airplane is. That was my last call, which was a butte. Bit retracement. Let's go low, high. Take a look, see. So there you go. If it stays up there for a little bit, there's two things to keep an eye on. Obviously, golden pocket's one you're going to look at, and that's at about 179 to 173. But if it levels out, or if it continues to move down, you might see the 200 SMA actually level out, and it might be right on top of the golden pocket there. If it moves up, that's because the price is moving up, and then you would intersect the 0.5. But I think it's possible you could see some price action move down, and then this thing kind of flattens out. So then you would come back left. All right, come back left on the chart. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So we said 179 to 173. And another area I would be looking for right here is this horizontal level. So is it perfectly lining up with everything? No, but it's all pretty similar, right?
Definitely, yeah.
186, right? 186, and then we're talking about 179. That's not that far away. All right, so that's, I think, a nice zone probably to put an alert on for coin. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then when it gets down there, and we just take a look-see, and we see, we start coming down the prime oscillator. What are we seeing on that? Right now, it looks terrible. It's just down and right. You want to see that bend back up and show you that it's building a little bit of strength there. But that might be an area to look for a play on coin right now. We do get a bounce in this area. I kind of mentioned this. So we'll call about 240 or so, 235 to 240. I think in the short term is a very realistic possibility.
Yeah. I got a question for the chat, for the traders in the chat. Do you think that trading stocks is easier than trading crypto? Because me and TradeFly had this conversation a couple of days ago, and we were saying that stocks usually they respect levels better. Like, you don't really get all those wicks. Of course, it's because of market cap volume and whatnot. But anybody in the chat, because I've really never traded stocks. I've traded Forex. That's how I learned how to trade. And then I just brung it over to crypto. But the stock market, I've never, ever traded like a day trade or, swing trade. Of course, just buying and holding. But I've never done that. Has anybody in the chat ever traded stocks, and is there a big difference in trading stocks?
Let's
So it
see what
says
they got to say. But in the meantime, when somebody see who we got in the chat here. We got Dave Digital. We got Wick589, baby, yes. We got Army Piper in the house. How you doing, brother? Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. We got French Toaster. Hola, my friend. Who else? We got Amy Lives Crypto. And that is about what I see. BC Port Corp, my man Blackie Chan. Just want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. So I spot traded stocks and bought an ice machine in one day. You know,
yeah, man.
I
I
didn't
see stocks are boring. Amy Lives Crypto. They are boring. And you know, with crypto, we really don't have to use leverage. Like if you really think about it, like if you got a nice significant amount of money, nothing too crazy, you really don't have to use leverage because crypto is gonna move when it moves. Stocks, you gotta use a little bit of leverage, but you know, it depends on what you're trading, but you know, high caps you do, but
Piper over there. I flipped 100% gains on GameStop. He a DJing. He's buying ice
yeah.
machines and DJing on GameStop. Don't listen to financial advice from a guy wearing a beanie. You know,
man. Before we get out of here though, man, if you guys weren't a part of the 2021 bull run or those meme stock crazy, you know, the craze and whatnot, and you just coming to crypto and seeing these things now, you haven't seen anything yet. You have not seen anything yet. I couldn't sleep. I mean, I was up all day. The chart, I had two phones, two watches, just alerts going off all day. It's hectic, man. It's a beautiful thing in retrospect, but you know, during it, it's very hectic. But if you play your cards right, you listen to the right people, do your own due diligence, you will fare very well. You just have to stay locked in.
Yeah, no doubt. Shoot, man, my hands were sweating today when I was going back and forth on trading ones. I was like, man, here we go. That was keeping me busy. But all right, man. Well, shoot, I think that's about. You got anything else you want to look at on the charts or anything you want to talk about?
Not really, not today, man. We just everybody, you know, hold the fort. Like I said, we still in a big range. You know, we might come to 70 and go down to 60, but we're just in a big range. Just chill until we, you know, decisively break the range, and then we can go from there.
Right on, right on. I'm gonna bring up your page real quick. I'm gonna push some people over there. There we go. FD White. Let's get it. All right. There it is. Yeah. Hey, so go ahead. Check out my boy FD White on YouTube. He's also got his own channel. Make sure you get over there, subscribe, show him some love. Get on his Twitter as well, or X, whatever we're calling it these days. I feel like I'm old because I'm still stuck on Twitter. I'm like, yeah, get over there to the Twitter, you know, but I guess it's X now. I gotta adapt to the times.
Yeah. Definitely, man. I still call it Twitter too. X it seems a little dirty for me. Like, hey, I'm about to go on X. Like, well, what do you mean X? Like, I still call it Twitter, man. Yeah, I still call it Twitter, but
I don't even think anyone says that anymore. Triple X. That used to be like a thing for like the movies back in Blockbuster day.
Oh, hey, man. that's for a whole nother stream, TradeFly.
when we have just a straight up
off screen. We'll
podcast.
Off screen, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. All right, man. Well, hey, thank you everybody for stopping by today. We truly, truly appreciate it. If you got anything from today, like and subscribe. We would truly appreciate that. We are growing, and it's all because of you. So thank you very much. You guys have a great day. Stay safe out there, and we will see you Monday. So have a good weekend as well.
Peace.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you